This is ACIM Lesson 125, and the core lesson we are exploring today is In Quiet, I Receive God's Word Today. Welcome to this explainer. I am honestly so thrilled to have you here because this particular text offers something profoundly simple, yet literally life-changing. Today we're going to break down this lesson, make its beautifully poetic language completely accessible, and give you a highly actionable daily practice to take away.
So let's just dive right into it. How on earth do we find true peace in a world that is completely obsessed with noise? I mean, think about your typical day for a second. Our minds are just constantly bombarded, right? Notifications pinging, anxieties, endless news cycles, to-do lists a mile long. It is a loud, chaotic world out there. But what's really fascinating about this text is its core promise. Absolute peace isn't something you have to build or buy or earn. It's entirely possible to experience it today. And it starts entirely from within. The solution to all that external noise isn't to shout louder. It's actually to get incredibly quiet.
Section 1. Escaping the world's noise. Moving past petty thoughts and judgments.
We're constantly weighed down by these petty thoughts and personal desires, constantly judging the world and, let's be honest, feeling judged in return. It's an exhausting cycle. It's like a giant tug-of-war. Let's contrast the world's way with the mind's quiet place. The world's way is led by force. It's driven by harsh judgment. It's fueled by meaningless desires, always chasing the next temporary fix, always fighting against something, rushing, pushing, defending. But then, consider the mind's quiet place. Here, you are led only by love. You are sanctified, meaning you are recognized as entirely holy and whole. Here, there is only peace. You don't have to fight the world to find this. You just have to gently shift your focus to this quiet place that's already waiting inside your mind.
Now, this part is absolutely crucial. We will not judge ourselves today, for what we are cannot be judged. You don't have to fight the world's judgments. And actually, maybe even more importantly, you don't have to fight your own inner critic. The text asks us to simply stand apart from all the judgments the world has laid upon us. You don't argue with the noise, you just choose not to listen to it today.
Section 2. Hearing your true self. Translating God's Word. Let's demystify this terminology a bit. When the text says God's Word, it isn't talking about some booming voice coming down from the clouds handing out rules. Not at all. God's Word is defined here as the ultimate truth of freedom, peace, and unity that already resides deep within your own mind. It's literally the voice of your true self. The text tells us that in this quiet, we find a unity of will and purpose, with absolutely no separation. So, when you're listening for God's Word, you're really just listening to the deepest, truest, most peaceful version of who you really are, completely free of the world's illusions.
Just look at how beautifully the text phrases this intimate connection. He speaks from nearer than your heart to you. His voice is closer than your hand. Think about that for a second. You don't have to go on a month-long mountain retreat to find this truth. It hasn't hidden itself from you, even if you feel like you've wandered off into madness and noise for a while. The text insists that God does not cherish the illusions you hold about yourself. He knows you perfectly, and that quiet, loving truth is nearer to you than your own heartbeat. You have never left your true self.
Section 3. The daily practice routine, making stillness actionable.
So, what does this all mean for us? How do we actually access this quiet place? Well, the text gives us this brilliant, straightforward piece of advice. Only be quiet. You will need no rule but this. I absolutely love the simplicity of this instruction. You don't need complex mantras, you don't need complicated postures, and you definitely don't need to overthink it. The only rule is to choose a gentle listening over the world's harsh noise. You're just waiting in silence, letting go of those meaningless desires for just a few moments, and allowing your mind to finally settle.
Okay, let's break down the actual time commitment required today to achieve this stillness. First, you're asked to practice this 3 times today, at whatever times are most suitable for you to find silence. Second, each of these 3 sessions should be exactly 10 minutes long, just 10 minutes set apart entirely from listening to the world. And third, as a kind of bonus to keep you anchored throughout the day, you're asked to take just one brief moment as every single hour passes by. So that's 3 10-minute sessions and a momentary pause every hour. That is your framework for peace today.
And you might be wondering, what's the actual goal of these specific pockets of quiet? Well, it's to lift above the thinking of the world and free your vision. During these 10 minutes, you're gathering at what the text calls the throne of God, which is really just that quiet place within your mind that has always remained holy and completely untouched by the world's chaos. By being completely still, you're allowing the illusions to just fall away, and your vision becomes completely free.
Section 4. In quiet, I receive.
the ultimate promise of the lesson.
If you commit to this simple rule of quiet listening today, the text promises that this world will actually change through you. Your quiet mind literally becomes the catalyst for peace. Let this phrase sink in one more time. In quiet, I receive God's word today. Whenever you feel that noise creeping back in today, whenever the petty thoughts and judgments try to take the wheel, just take a breath. Find that stillness nearer than your own heart, and remind yourself of this single, beautiful purpose. In quiet, I receive God's word today.
All right, to ensure this really sticks with you, here is your final practice summary for the day. Carve out 3 10-minute sessions of pure, gentle listening today. And as every hour passes, just take one still moment to remind yourself of your purpose. If you found this explainer helpful in cutting through the noise today, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel so we can continue breaking down these amazing topics together. As you step back into your day, I want to leave you with this. Are you ready to trade the world's endless noise for your mind's ultimate peace?